Hello friends, how are you? I hope you fine. In this video I explained very scary movies. I request you watch full video no skip and subscribe my channel. So in today's video, we will meet a group of friends in which there are 7 people. It is Elise's birthday, and for her birthday, all of them have rented a mansion in Catskills. They are playing small games among themselves, and during this we come to know that Helio Grant was in a relationship earlier, but recently they have broken up. Further in the story, all of them go inside the Match Mansion, and there on a door, "Keep Out" was written. Now, entry was prohibited on the door, so of course these people would go inside, and in this way, everyone reached the basement of the mansion. Many antique things were kept in this basement, and Paxson's attention was drawn to a wooden. He goes to the box, which contains some very old tarot cards. Lynn checks the cards, and she immediately says that the most basic rule of tarot reading is that we should not use someone else's deck, but here everyone is in a mood to have fun, especially because it was his birthday, and he starts insisting on Haley to read everyone's horoscope with the help of these tarot cards. Yes, Haley knew tarot card reading, and finally she agrees to read everyone's horoscope, etc. Elise comes first, whose card is drawn, the High Priest's. Then comes Madeline, whose card was the Hanged Man. After Madeline comes Paige, whose card was the Magician. And then comes Paxson, whose card was the Fool. Finally comes Lucas, whose card was the Hermit. And here let me tell you that along with everyone's cards, Haley had also told them their future. Kind of, now that is not that important. And anyway, when people start dying, you will automatically know everyone's future. Well, there will be an unexpectedly grand tarot card ahead. The boy comes for a reading, but he doesn't believe in such things, and when Haley takes out his card, it is the devil. Haley starts saying about Grant that soon he will lose something very important in his life, but then he will have to make some sacrifices. And so on. Grant also gets furious after hearing all this. Grant said that because of our personal past, you are doing wrong readings for me, and if you are so fond of doing readings, then do it for yourself too. After hearing this, Haley gets a little hurt, and she also draws her own card, which was the death card. Well, from here the scene moves to the next day, where we come to know that Lucas has won $700 in a scratch card. Now obviously this is a good thing, because you are getting free money, but it was a bit strange as well, because yesterday while reading Lucas's horoscope, Haley had said that soon he would get some financial gains, so if you look at it, then somewhere the thing about the tarot card reading was coming true. Now that night, Elise feels some paranormal activity in her house, and when she goes to the attic, she finds her card. The High Priest is seen lying there, and right after that, a real-life High Priestess who is quite scary pounces on Alice. Due to this attack, Alice falls down from the attic, and in this process, the High Priestess picks up the stick of the attic and hits Alice again. The bar attacks, killing Alice. Now the next day, the rest of the friends come to know about Alice's death, and everyone believes it to be an accident. That night, while sharing the grief of Alice's death, Haley opens up a little, and here Haley tells how in her childhood her mother had fallen very ill, and it seemed very difficult for her to survive. That time was very difficult for Haley, and in such a situation, Haley started reading tarot cards at that time, and whenever she read the cards for her mother, the prediction was always good. It was always about death. Haley used to do readings many times, but every time the prediction was about death, and the event also took place. After listening to these words of Haley, it was clear that she believed a lot in tarot reading, horoscope of fate. On the other hand, Lucas was at the metro station where paranormal activity begins with that, and we can clearly see that Lucas is being attacked by the hermits, and in order to escape from this, Lucas goes to the Ristic Ted sections, but at one point also has hermitcraft counseling, because if we look at it for 2 days, 2 of his friends were killed in. The officers say that you all must be very disturbed right now, and in such a situation, we would advise you to stay at your respective homes. But after counseling, these 5 people gather at one place, and here Paxson believed that the killer was among these 5. Is anyone among them? Yes, friends, actually Paxson used to consume a lot of crime, murder, mystery podcasts, etc., and his mind used to work a bit strangely like that. Of course, no one takes Paxson's words seriously, but then Haley points out that these 2, the deaths, somehow match with her tarot card readings. They find a tarot card reader online who was an expert in altruism, etc. This lady's name was Alma Estrin, and all these people. They reach Alma's house to meet her, where Haley tells Alma that 5 of her friends have been killed, and it all started when Haley did a tarot card reading for everyone. Hearing this, Alma immediately asks if the card was in a wooden box on which the name was written. The horoscope had a circular shape, and these cards were also hand-drawn and old. Lee agrees, and in this way Alma starts telling the history of these special tarot cards. So during 1951, there were 6 deaths in Mexico City, and those 6 people had done tarot readings with the help of these cards just a day before their death. In 1969 also, 8 people had died, and those 8 people had also done horoscope, etc., 3 days before with the help of these cards. Then, during 1998, 5 friends in London did a tarot reading with the help of these cards, and all in that group died except one lady. That lady who survived was Alma herself, and Alma survived because she could read the cards for herself. Alma had not read the cards, but then she understood that those cards were debts, but before she could destroy them, those cards had already been auctioned and gone somewhere else. Since then, Alma has been searching for these cards. Today, finally, she found these cards. Haley tells that currently those cards are in the same mansion which these friends had rented, and on this Alma says that they have to destroy the cards as soon as possible because these people have been cursed by the cards. And now it is their turn to die. At this point, the origin story of the curse of Alamine cards also tells that during 1798, an astrologer used these cards in Hungary because these cards were hers. This astrologer she used to do readings for a Hungarian baron, and at that time the baron's wife was pregnant. During one reading, the astrologer predicted that the baron's pregnant wife and his son would die during childbirth. Hearing this, the baron got very angry, and the astrologer was asked to change this prediction. The astrologer kept reading the tarot cards again and again, but every time the same card of the baron was revealed. In such a situation, the baron chased the astrologer away from that place, and the astrologer left from there with her daughter. This happened after a few days. The same thing which the astrologer had said, that is, both the baron's wife and the newborn baby were killed. In such a situation, the baron started conducting a witch hunt on the astrologer, and during this, the astrologer's daughter was hanged to death. Now, on losing her daughter, the astrologer became so angry that by doing rituals, etc., she cursed these cards. In fact, she even killed herself, due to which a curse was put on these cards according to which whoever would do a reading with these cards would surely die. Somewhere or the other, the soul of the astrologer got connected to these cards. And first of all, they took revenge from Baron, and since then till today these cards have claimed many victims. So after knowing these things, Haley Grant Paxson Page and Madeline Foran leave for the mansion to destroy the cards. On the way their car. The car stops on its own, and in this situation the ghost of the hangman attacks them. In this attack, the hangman kills Madeline in front of their eyes. Scared by this incident, Paxson runs straight to his room in the university so that he can stay in a confined space. I could stay safe, but paranormal activities start happening in the university with Paxson, in fact outside the elevator, and then inside he sees a Joker-like figure who is about to kill him on the other hand. The other 3 kids didn't run towards Paxson, but they ran towards the cards. They reach the mansion to finish the cards and try to burn them, but the cards don't burn. So they call Alma here, and Alma calls the spirit associated with the card by doing rituals, etc. So finally we see the spirit, which find that she does not talk to them or anything. Instead, she directly reads Alma's card of kind, in which there was 6 swords and a person was feeling it. In the next moment, Al is dragged away, which means that she also died due to 6 swords. As predicted in the card, when Alma dies, there is a stampede, and in this stampede, Paige gets separated from Gran Haley. Now, if you remember, Paige's The Magician card had come, and in this situation, a magician is hunting Paige. Starts doing it. Here the magician also had a weird audience, and while running, Paige gets trapped in a box, and in the end he cuts the box from the middle. But this time when the box is cut with the sword, the page also gets cut along with it. Now they were left. Only Grant and Haley, and behind them was the devil and death. Here the devil drags Grant to kill him and to save Grandma. Haley plays one last game with this evil spirit. First she begs for mercy from the astrologer's spirit. I am saying that I agree that there was an old man with you in the past, but that doesn't mean that you go on killing innocent people generation after generation. Of course, these things don't make any difference to the astrologer. She doesn't stop at all. In fact, she grabs Haley by the neck. Kay hangs him in the air, but clever Haley had done a tarot reading of the astrologer using his own card, and the card was death. Then all these cards start getting destroyed, and the soul of the astrologer also gets burnt and killed among them. Haley also kind of releases the grief of her mother's death and lets it go, and on the other hand, Grant also survives, who was almost about to be killed by the devil. Finally, Helio and Grant unite, and both of them are able to survive the whole movie. While going, a car comes in front of them, and Paxson comes out of this car. Yes, friends, Paxson also survived because before the fool could kill him in the lift, Paxson's roommate came and opened the lift, due to which Paxson was saved, and after that incident, the cards probably got destroyed. So before the flower could come back, the cards got finished, and the flower is no more there. So yes, out of 7 friends, 4 were killed and 3 survived, who are Grant, Hilly, and Paxson in this hole somewhere due to the incident. Haley and Grund got close again, and the movie ends here. So friends, this was the story of the movie Tarot, and I have told you in the video. I have already told you, so I will end the video here. I would like to say that's all in today's video. If you liked the video, then like and share it. Also, if you are new on the channel, then please subscribe to us because we keep bringing such videos on our channel.